From Wish TV and the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the Business, Equity, and Opportunities Podcast with Scott Sander.
Welcome to the Business, Equity, and Opportunities Podcast. I'm Scott Sander. On this episode, Shea has tips for business owners about planning for promotions and raises.
Looking for ways to save on your energy bills? AES Indiana has you covered. From smart thermostats to home energy assessments, we offer simple solutions to keep your home comfortable and your costs down. AES can help you save money and energy with kits, tips, rebates, and more. Visit aesindiana.com/ways to save to learn more about how we can help you save money. AES Indiana, helping you discover real ways to save.
Every business is unique and has a target audience. If you own or manage a business, Circulus Digital Media can help you connect and grow your customer base with turnkey digital solutions that are nimble, offering best-in-class results, service, and support to reach a bigger customer base, allowing you to pinpoint a specific audience down to the smallest details. Get outside the city, the state, span the globe. Put Circulus Digital Media to work for you. Get started now at circulusdigital.com. That's circulusdigital.com.
Business, Equity, and Opportunities always keeps accounting and bookkeeping issues in mind, and Shea is one of the frequent voices we hear from because of that. Chief Financial Officer for Circle City Broadcasting, which means he minds our money here at Business, Equity, and Opportunities. Thanks for being with us. Want to kind of dovetail on a conversation we had not long ago about budgeting for the year ahead and dig into one area that the entrepreneur probably wants and hopes to be able to do, but if you don't do this the right way, it may be tough. Personnel raises, and of course the review process that goes with them. You think of it as a human relations issue, but this is a money matter as well.
No question, and I agree. This is an extension of your budgeting process, and as you come to year end. For many businesses, personnel costs are the number one expense driver on your income statement, and so it is obviously what that also means is personnel are also probably your most important asset in your building as well, and so the goal is always, I think, from a responsible business owner to treat your personnel properly and respectfully and retain good people. Because retraining folks is a really expensive process, and it's far more efficient to retain good people that are contributing and helping your business success than being in a state of constant turnover. But what I've found in businesses I've been associated with is it's important to have a good review process in place on at least an annual basis so that your folks are getting good feedback. You can properly evaluate, their contributions to the company and certainly reward those when possible for those efforts.
And this, again, may be more of a direct human resources question, but it again folds through the ledgers as well. When you do that review process, it strikes me that may be the time for you, the business owner, the entrepreneur, to realize what a person's real value is as well. When you put it down there in black and white, it's not just about, it feels like this person's great for me. Either your review process may tell you, yeah, or maybe it's not quite like you thought it was.
Yeah, and ideally, if you're as a company, if your review process is operating properly, your employees shouldn't be surprised by anything that comes out at the end of a year-end interview with their supervisors. Ideally, there is kind of a constant feedback between folks throughout the year, because that if there's any surprises to an employee as part of this year-end process, it probably means their supervisor hasn't been communicating with them throughout the year as much as they should. And so, in a perfect world, there shouldn't be too many surprises that come out for the employee. But yes, perhaps for upper management, it is an opportunity to kind of step back and say, wow, this person really has done a lot. This person has stepped up consistently over a period of time. And maybe it's time we recognize that person.
Turning it back to the dollars and cents then, if we know that, you could have lost or won fortunes trying to predict inflation numbers over the last year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
How do you do that in your budget? How do you say, okay, I want personnel expenses to grow this year? Is there a simple formula? How does it work?
No, I don't think there is a formula. I think you take it into account, certainly, and try and project as best you can based on what the experts are saying. But it also has to fit within your model, right? If you're projecting sales to decrease by 3%, it probably doesn't make sense to increase your most expensive line item by 15% and give everyone a bunch of raises and then realize, we're overstaffed and we can't support this model. And so there's certainly a balance there where you have to make sure that you can cover your expenses as well.
Another good argument for a clear line of communication so there are no surprises when it comes time to have that conversation. Shea, always good perspective. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Scott.
Our thanks again to all the contributors who joined us for this episode of the Business Equity and Opportunities podcast. We hope you found it enlightening, useful, and inspiring. You'll find more information about the show on our website, BEOshow.com. You can watch Business Equity and Opportunities Sunday mornings at 10 on Wish TV or live stream it through wishtv.com. Each week we provide 7 full segments with topics ranging from how to get started and how to access capital to the day-to-day running of your business and questions about accounting and bookkeeping. We feature business news and trends and always share a success story from one of our contributors. Join us next time for more insights into the world of small business. Be sure to sign up for our Business Equity and Opportunities newsletter to get even more valuable, up-to-date information. And if you have any questions or you'd like to be part of our show, please email us. The address is beo@wishtv.com. We'd love to hear from you. I'm Scott Sander. Thanks for listening.
Watch the Business Equity and Opportunities show on Wish TV and access all of our content and share it on demand anytime at BEOshow.com. You can find more podcasts from Wish TV on the All Indiana Podcast Network at allindianapodcastnetwork.com.